Youth are Africa's greatest asset. Africa's youth population is rapidly growing and expected to double to over 830 million by 2050. While 10 to 12 million youth enter the workforce each year, only 3.1 million jobs are created, leaving vast numbers of youth unemployed. The consequences of youth unemployment in Africa are pervasive and severe. To bridge this gap, Young Innovators in Entrepreneurship and Enterprise Development, or YEILD project, conducted a country-level analysis of youth and agriculture innovatives by governments, development partners, and other parties to map out the youth agribusiness landscape in Ghana and Tanzania.
The project is implemented in collaboration between Sokoine University of Agriculture, school through SIPES, and the Sokoine University Graduate Entrepreneurs Cooperative SUGECO, who are managing with us, and they are helping us to bring together the youth. But also other partners include the Michigan State University, who are our partners in fundraising and also dissemination of the project findings and also publications of papers. But the third partner is the ASSET. ASSET is African Center for Economic Transformation, which is based in Accra, Ghana. So together we form a consortium of YEILD project, which was implemented since 2017 December up to December 2019. But it was awarded an extension, a no-cost extension of 6 months. But later they discovered that this project is giving out very promising finding, and it was given some extension fund to cover up to December this year.
The YEILD project has revealed that Tanzanian and Ghanaian youths have shown a strong desire to learn, work, and lead. As such, the youths recommended youth entrepreneurship incentives, such as easy access to finance, training, and mentorship.
Before YEILD, I was struggling with the registration of my products at FDA, Food and Drugs Authority. Also, I was struggling with human resource. I was also struggling on how I could repackage and brand my product. I attended the first training program at Accra. And then when I returned, I started rethinking of how I could just push ahead and go for my registration. When I got back from the training, they then called and told me there was a trip to Tanzania. I was so excited because that was my first time of traveling outside the country. So we went for this trip at Tanzania. I met fellow agripreneurs over there. We had exchange programs, and there I learned on how I could rebrand my product.
As a company founder, I was unaware of the fundamental company element that can be coordinated to make the company make a profit with a minimum cost. But after the YEILD intervention, I am aware now on how I can coordinate my partners, company resources, company activities. How can I create a good relationship with our client? How can I coordinate some channel of distribution? How can I see my cost structure so that I can set the profitable price for the company to earn? So the YEILD project has impacted us on how I can know our fundamental element and combining them in a coherent way in such a way the company can make a profit with a minimum cost.
YEILD programs help me in branding myself and also formalize the businesses. It's helped me to know how can I put business as part of my job. Through business, I can just employ another people. In many ways, give me the strength on how to compete with my competitors within the marketing.
Before the YEILD program, at JEX we had 7 workers. After the YEILD program, when we had learned new things, made new connections and others, we've been able to currently engage 6 more people for our staff to be able to increase to 13. It has led to increase in terms of demand for the pepper that we do, since it's 100% cayenne pepper without any additives and preservatives. Therefore, we've been able to engage a lot of outgrowers to be able to grow to support the activities that we do.
YEILD project has been useful in 2 aspects. Actually, speaking of knowledge, professional network, and exposure. So we had a chance to travel to Accra, Ghana. We met different entrepreneurs, different mentors, and coaches that, in a huge extent shared their knowledges, experience on how to run businesses. So that has been very useful from YEILD project.
During the production process, we need some people who can engage in various processes. For example, we need them in nursery, we need them during the transplanting process, we need them during the harvest, we need them even during the time of making, sorting and packing of the chili, as well as taking our chili from the farm to the store. So you can see there are some sort of tasks which need people to get job inside. And this is how Makaro Agro Limited Company provide employment opportunity to the youth.
I recommend the extension for the project, at least more years for them dealing with entrepreneurs like us. And again, the exposure for network and professional friendship is also very useful to entrepreneurs like us. And again, the exposure for funding, equity investment or soft loans, so as to expand our businesses, to grow our customer base and do more to our community.
Through these pillars, the YEILD partnership achieved a lot of milestones. The convenience afforded young agripreneurs to travel outside their home country and network with other agripreneurs as well as policymakers, and this expanded their geographical reach. The capacity building, there was also capacity building through YEILD Shop webinar series. Additional support was also provided to 2 top enterprises in Ghana to help them scale their businesses. I have a few words for young agripreneurs. They need to understand that networks are important in the world today. They need to continue to build relationships and write their own stories.